Stop everything you are doing and listen to me very carefully. Taurus, you didn't click on this video by chance. The exact phase of the cycle you are currently navigating brought you here today. I can feel the heavy anticipation you've been carrying, that quiet exhaustion of waiting for the other shoe to drop. You need to hear this before the next chapter unfolds, because the universe is about to show its hand. I see the visible pain you carry. The Taurus who has been patiently sustaining everyone else's foundation while feeling their own life is completely on hold. You are the rock, yet you wonder who will hold you. Think of the ancient stone bridge over a turbulent river that finally allows a few stones to wash away to relieve the pressure. It wasn't breaking, it was adapting to survive. You will understand why the recent silence and delays were actually cosmic protection. You will discover what the universe is quietly preparing behind the scenes for you. You will recognize the exact signs that your karmic debt is finally being cleared. You will learn how to position yourself so you don't block the incoming harvest. And before this message closes, I will tell you one sentence about your life that you will carry with you for the next few months. Have you ever felt that quiet exhaustion you feel deep in your bones? As if you've been pushing a boulder uphill for lifetimes, and you don't even know why. As if something inside you has always whispered that you are destined to work twice as hard for half the reward. And what if this intense pressure you're feeling right now isn't a sign that everything is falling apart, but a signal that the universe is finally breaking the shell so the seed can sprout? While many people look at your calm exterior and assume you have it all together, very few realize that your silence carries an ancient exhaustion, a hidden karmic debt, and a desperate need for a real cosmic break. But what if the great turning point lies in this revelation that you haven't yet managed to apply? Now think with me. Why do certain areas seem blocked even when I try to do everything right? What if each silent sacrifice, each time you swallowed your needs for someone else, each delay that tested your patience, each moment you stood strong while breaking inside, and this constant heavy sensation of waiting for the other shoe to drop were signs of a karmic debt you have postponed for far too long? It was searching for answers to this that I found this digital book called The Great Secret Behind the Karmic Debt of Taurus. This book is not just a read, it is a revelation created for Taurus who wish to understand the silent cycles that have been draining your energy, sever the ancient karmic ties that keep you repeating the same sacrifices, and fortify your spirit to finally receive the harvest you deserve. Many Taurus already feel that they need to change the way they view their blockages, but they haven't yet made the decision to download the digital book. Download it right now. It is available in the first pinned comment. But attention, the access could be taken offline at any moment. It reveals reflections, hidden signs and directions that can transform everything. Do not wait for another exhausting cycle of overgiving to drain you before you decide to break the pattern. Click now, base your copy, and discover why the greatest period of uncertainty in your life can be exactly the place where the universe is preparing your ultimate karmic liberation. If this very first word has already touched something deep inside you, write "I am ready to receive" down below. Not for me, but because another Taurus who is standing exactly where you were a year ago needs this message to find them tonight. This path has a map, and it is already within your reach in the first pinned comment. I will return to it shortly. And if for some reason you are not interested or cannot acquire the digital book right now, there is still another door open for you. I do not receive a single cent for any of these messages that I deliver here every day, nothing at all. And yet they keep coming out every day, for you and for every Taurus who still needs to be reached. If at any moment your heart wishes to return a little of what it received, there is a voluntary donation link open in the first pinned comment, right below the book. Any amount that fits in your hand today, any amount that your heart points to, that is what keeps this channel standing. That is what makes the next message reach another Taurus tomorrow, exactly as it reached you today. I will be waiting for you there, Taurus. I haven't even told you the most important part yet. There are 4 signs that this cycle has already started to turn, and you will recognize at least one of them. Let the noise of the world outside fade away for a moment. We have spoken about the wait, about the sacrifices you made in silence, and about the debt that never seemed to balance itself out. But the universe doesn't just strip away your comfort without leaving breadcrumbs for you to follow. The shift you are feeling isn't a random storm. It is a meticulously planned cosmic event, and it has already begun to leave traces in your daily life. Notice how your body reacts to what I'm going to say right now. Pay attention to the sudden tightness in your chest or the strange sense of relief washing over you. Because the universe has been sending you very specific signals that the old cycle is closing, Taurus, and you might have been misinterpreting them as failures or moments of weakness. There are 4 signs that this cycle has already started to turn, and you will recognize at least one of them. Think about that Tuesday evening when you stared at your phone, reading a message that offered nothing but breadcrumbs, and you finally felt nothing instead of anger. That wasn't you giving up or becoming cold. It was your energy detaching from a karmic loop. You called it a painful ending. The universe called it a karmic eviction. Then there was the sudden urge to throw away old papers and clear out a specific drawer in your bedroom at 2 a.m. You stood there in the quiet of the night, feeling a restless need to purge physical items you've held onto for a decade. That wasn't just restlessness. It was your physical body making space for the new cycle. For some of you, this unfolds as a sudden distance in a relationship you thought was solid. For others, it's a delay in a financial matter or a career move. The universe is removing the scaffolding because the building is ready to stand on its own. And what about that heavy sigh you let out in the car before turning the key in the ignition, feeling like you are carrying the weight of the world alone? You sat in the driver's seat, resting your forehead against the steering wheel, exhausted by the sheer effort of existing for everyone else. That wasn't just a long day. It was the old debt asking to be released. You called it a period of terrible stagnation. The universe called it the deepening of your roots. Finally, remember the strange, quiet peace you felt last Sunday morning when a plan got cancelled, and you realized you didn't care. You were supposed to be disappointed, but instead, your shoulders dropped and you breathed out. That wasn't apathy. It was the universe pausing the noise so you could align with what's coming next. You called it being left behind. The universe called it clearing the path of people who couldn't carry your harvest. These signs have a common origin, and it has a specific name. But before the name, you need something else. You are feeling the shift, Taurus. But knowing the shift is happening isn't enough. You need to know how to walk through it. There is a path of clearance, and I'm going to open it for you right now, before the name, before the word. Because anyone who carries an ancient debt needs relief before receiving the revelation. Stay with me. And it is exactly here that the path of clearance opens up. The signals that just hit you, that resonated so profoundly in your core, did not arrive by chance, Taurus. I know that lingering tightness in your chest when you realize you're the only one holding the structure up, day after day, year after year. You walk through your life as if letting go, even for a single second, would mean losing everything you've painstakingly built. You have convinced yourself that your endurance is your only currency. But I need you to pause and ask yourself something very uncomfortable right now. What if this isn't your burden to carry, but a final cosmic test to see if you will finally put the heavy bags down? I have seen Taurus who are exactly where you are standing right now. I have looked into the eyes of those who felt their legs shaking under the crushing weight of an invisible responsibility, completely terrified that stepping away would cause the entire sky to fall on those they love. They believed this quiet exhaustion was just part of their enduring personality, a testament to their unbreakable loyalty. But they were wrong. It wasn't loyalty. It was a karmic loop, keeping them trapped in a cycle of endless giving. The thankless efforts that went unnoticed. The times you were the rock for people who couldn't even be a pebble for you. The feeling of paying off a cosmic tab you never opened. You cannot afford to let this cycle repeat itself one more time. You need a clear way out before the next chapter solidifies your struggles into stone. It was to map out this exact clearance that I found this digital book called The Great Secret Behind the Karmic Debt of Taurus. This is your ultimate blueprint. It is designed specifically to help you deepen your understanding of these invisible forces, unlock the exact reasons why you attract these demanding situations, and permanently shift your frequency to attract ease instead of struggle. Because here is the absolute truth you must anchor into your soul today. The universe never strips a Taurus of their comfort without already having prepared a much deeper, unbreakable foundation right beneath their feet. But you must be ready to step onto it. And this cosmic window does not wait for anyone. Think about the cost of staying exactly as you are. Every single day without this path is another drop of your vital energy handed over to situations that will never return the favor. Every passing month you delay this understanding is another agonizing cycle where your own dreams are pushed to the background while you exhaust yourself building someone else's harvest. Every year you choose to ignore this mapping, you silently accept that your destiny is to be the foundation for others while your own house remains unbuilt. You are paying a heavy toll on a road you were never meant to travel. The digital book is available right now in the first pinned comment. Download it now, while this word is still vibrating alive inside your chest. Take this step to claim the full, undeniable clearance of the debt that only this roadmap can fully explain. Close your eyes for just a second. I want you to remember that ancient stone bridge over the turbulent river we spoke about. It doesn't fight the massive flood by taking on more weight or becoming rigid. It survives by adapting, by allowing the unnecessary stones to simply wash away in the current. You've been holding on to every single stone in your life, gripping them tightly, thinking that suffering makes you strong. But true strength, the kind of ancient earth magic that only a Taurus truly possesses, lies in knowing exactly what to release. When you finally drop the weight that isn't yours, the silence that follows isn't an empty void. It is the fertile dark soil getting ready for the spring. It is the universe clearing the interference so you can finally hear your own voice again. You are not losing your foundation. You are just making space for what is truly meant to be yours. And as I told you earlier, Taurus, besides the digital book that is in the first pinned comment, there is that voluntary donation link open right below the book. I continue to receive not a single cent for each message that goes out from here to you. That is why this link exists, so that another Taurus tomorrow will find exactly this message that found you today. Any amount that your heart points to. Each gesture like this keeps our channel standing and makes the next message reach whoever needs it, exactly as it reached you today. The next layer goes deeper, and now with the path laid out before you, the name descends. What you have been experiencing lately is not a random string of bad luck. It is not a sudden failure of your usually flawless planning, and it is certainly not a punishment for finally setting boundaries. It is a precise cosmic mechanism known as the 3 layers of karmic unfolding. The universe operates in distinct, purposeful stages, and you are being walked through them one by one. You have been calling it a sudden disruption or a confusing pause in your life, but it is actually the karmic scales finally balancing out, preparing the ground for what is truly yours. The first layer is the shedding. This is the painful, involuntary removal of the people, habits, and heavy obligations that you have been sustaining for free. It feels like loss, but it is actually a karmic eviction of the energies that have been constantly taking from you. The second layer is the stillness. This is the eerie quiet you are feeling right now in your daily routine. It is that unsettling pause where nothing seems to be happening, where the noise fades and your usual relentless motivation to fix everything has completely vanished. The third layer is the return. This is the incoming harvest, the exact moment the cosmic debt is paid back to you in full. But here is the trap. You cannot reach the return if you panic during the stillness and try to desperately glue the shedding back together. To truly understand this transition, think of the ancient, massive tree standing in the middle of a freezing, brutal winter. It willingly drops all its dead leaves to the frozen ground, standing completely bare and exposed against the harsh wind. To anyone walking by, the tree looks like it has lost everything. It looks vulnerable, defeated, as if it is slowly dying in the cold. But the tree is not mourning the leaves. It doesn't look down at the ground in regret. It knows exactly what it is doing. It is actively gathering all its vital sap deep down into its massive roots, conserving its ancient strength, and preparing the absolute strongest foundation for the inevitable burst of spring. It doesn't fight the bitter cold by trying to hold on to the dead weight. It surrenders to the season to protect its core. It knows that keeping those old leaves would only drain the precious energy needed for the new blossoms. It understands that the bare branches aren't a sign of weakness, but a necessary shedding of what no longer serves the structure. That is exactly where you are right now, Taurus. You are standing in the winter of your karmic cycle, shedding the dead weight, not because your life is breaking apart, but because you are gathering your immense, unbreakable strength deep in your roots. You are letting go of the weight so the structure can remain. I did not empty your hands to leave you with nothing. I removed what was draining your spirit because your loyal heart refused to let it go. The delays, the silence, the sudden distance of people you trusted, it wasn't a punishment, it was a preparation. I am clearing the contaminated soil around you so that your true, undeniable harvest can finally take root without being choked by those who only know how to take. There is a man who carried this exact same karmic weight for years. He built a beautiful home, supported his entire extended family, and always put his own dreams on the back burner, patiently waiting for his turn to be taken care of. He was the ultimate anchor for everyone around him, and then everything he tried so desperately to hold together fell apart in a single month. The structure he bled to maintain simply collapsed. But what changed in him wasn't a sudden burst of anger or a spiral into depression. It was the quiet, profound realization that he was paying a heavy toll on a road he wasn't meant to travel. He simply stopped rebuilding what kept falling. Once he dropped the load and embraced the quiet stillness, his true harvest arrived without effort. The right people stayed, the draining ones naturally fell away, and his foundation became unshakable. You are still processing this right now, feeling that sudden tightness in your chest slowly melting into a deep, heavy exhale of recognition. The deepest truth is still ahead, and it has your name on it. To understand the depth of this shedding, we must look at who you became while carrying the load. The universe doesn't strip away your foundations, it strips away the false roles you assumed to survive. You see, the cycle didn't just drain your energy, it forced you into identities that were never truly yours to keep. You became the silent provider, the one who always has the practical solution, the one who quietly pays the bill, the one who fixes the leak before anyone else even notices it. You made sure everyone around you felt completely secure, building a fortress for others while standing outside in the rain. But beneath that capable exterior, there is a profound vulnerability. The silent provider who is terrified that if they stop providing, they will stop being loved. You convinced yourself that your worth was directly tied to your usefulness. Then you morphed into the tired anchor, the steady presence in the middle of everyone else's chaotic storm. When others panicked, they looked to you for stability, and you gave it to them, absorbing their anxiety and grounding their fears. Taurus carries. Taurus sustains. Taurus does not ask to be carried. But you are exhausted by this relentless gravity, deeply afraid that if you let go of the rope even for a second, the people you care about will drift away and shatter against the rocks. And finally, you embodied the patient builder, the one who meticulously lays every single brick for the future, sacrificing the joy of today for a tomorrow that always seems just out of reach. You postponed your own dreams, waiting for the perfect, secure moment to finally live. Yet, the quiet ache you hide is the fear that you will spend your entire life constructing mansions for others, only to realize you never built a room for yourself. And you know exactly what I am talking about. You have worn these heavy crowns for so long that you forgot what it feels like to walk with your head held high, unburdened. Place a hand firmly on your chest right now, just for a second. Notice that warmth, that sudden recognition echoing behind your ribs. That is the ancient truth of who you really are, finally stepping out from under the debt. You are not just a provider, an anchor, or a builder for others. You are the master of your own unshakable foundation. But this identity that has just been declared over you needs to be fiercely sustained. Because the Taurus who finally recognizes their own value without understanding the mechanics of their ancient debt will inevitably go right back to carrying what isn't theirs. To make sure this identity remains unshakable, you need the guidance found in this digital book called The Great Secret Behind the Karmic Debt of Taurus. It is waiting for you right now in the first pinned comment. This is about sustaining the profound peace that comes when you finally drop the weight that isn't yours. Do not wait for the old guilt to creep back in before you secure the knowledge that protects your peace. The newly declared identity must be protected and sustained, and the book provides that exact armor. I promised I would return to this. The shedding has a purpose. But before the harvest arrives, you need to know exactly how this old cycle will try to sneak back into your life. Because it will try. I told you the old cycle would try to sneak back into your life, Taurus. The shedding has a purpose. But before the true harvest arrives, the universe will test your boundaries to ensure you are truly ready to hold the weight of your new foundation. It will come disguised as your own conscience. First, the cycle will try to pull you back through the sudden urge to fix what isn't yours. You will see someone you care about struggling with a problem they created, and your immediate ancient instinct will be to step in and save them. You will feel that familiar pull to pay their toll just to make the discomfort stop. For some of you, this will be a family member demanding your energy, while for others, it will be a co-worker dropping their responsibilities onto your lap. When this happens, your weapon is this precise declaration. Say out loud, "I return this weight," and physically open your hands in front of you, letting the invisible bags fall to the ground. You are no longer the unpaid fixer of other people's choices. Second, the debt will try to reclaim you through the sudden panic of not being productive enough. As the new cycle introduces the stillness we talked about, your mind will scream that you are falling behind. It will whisper that if you aren't exhausted, you aren't doing enough to survive. When this heavy anxiety strikes, use this weapon. Place a hand firmly on your heart and declare, "My stillness is action." Your rest is not a delay. It is the deep root gathering sap for the spring. Third, the old pattern will tempt you in moments of profound quiet. You will feel an overwhelming, almost magnetic urge to text or call that specific person who drained your energy for years, just for a brief hit of familiar comfort. When that temptation rises, you must wield your final weapon. Declare, "I close this door," and physically delete that old conversation from your phone. You cannot invite the new cosmic harvest while keeping a seat warm for the thief who always stole the last one. These three weapons protect you from the exact moments I managed to show you today. But the cycle has more layers than what can possibly fit in a single video. When the urge to rescue someone else rises again, when the fear of scarcity tries to paralyze your choices, when the silence of the new cycle makes you doubt your worth. To shield yourself against these exact moments, I found this digital book called The Great Secret Behind the Karmic Debt of Taurus. It is the complete blueprint to navigate the unknown without reverting to your old survival habits. The armor you just received here is only the beginning, but this book delivers the entire map for lasting freedom, showing you exactly how to hold your ground when the pressure returns. I am not rushing you. I am warning you. Do not wait for the next test of your boundaries to realize you needed the full map. This cosmic window is opening right now to hand you the exact tools for your liberation, and this specific configuration does not stay open forever. The digital book is waiting for you in the first pinned comment, and right now I need you to stop learning for a moment and start feeling. Stop trying to figure everything out for just a second. The noise in your mind is just the old cycle fighting to survive, and you do not need to listen to it anymore. I want you to lower your guard right now, wherever you are, Taurus. Drop your shoulders. Take one deep, slow breath. Close your eyes for a moment. Imagine you are standing at the edge of a dense, dark forest, holding a heavy, overflowing sack. Feel the thick straps digging painfully into your shoulders, the unbearable weight you have been carrying for lifetimes, without even knowing why. Now watch yourself slowly, deliberately lower that sack to the earth. Hear the heavy thud as it finally hits the ground. Feel the immediate, rushing lightness traveling up your spine, the sudden, beautiful ability to stand completely straight again. Take a deep breath of the crisp new air. Release the ancient guilt of finally choosing your own peace over someone else's comfort. Release the lingering, exhausting fear that letting go of control will cause everything you love to collapse. Release the thankless responsibility of paying off a cosmic tab you never even opened. Release the desperate automatic urge to rescue people who actively refuse to save themselves. You are no longer bound by the heavy crowns you wore to survive. It is time to call your true power back. Let the silent provider finally receive the deep, unconditional care they have always given away without asking for a receipt. Let the tired anchor pull up its chain and allow the ship to sail freely toward its own vast destiny, trusting the water to hold it. Let the patient builder stop laying bricks for everyone else's future, and finally step inside the magnificent, secure house they have built for themselves. You are still processing this right now, feeling that sudden lightness in your chest, slowly replacing the old tension. You are realizing that you are finally safe to put the heavy bags down. Before we seal this energy, write down below the name of someone you have been carrying through this difficult journey. Or if this is solely for you, write in one single sentence what you are expecting the universe to finally return to you. I will read it, and you will not be writing this alone. Do not release this energy just yet. We are not finished. Stay with me. I seal the foundation of your home against any energy that tries to drain your peace. I seal the incredible effort you have poured into your life, ensuring that not a single drop is wasted. And I seal the path of what is currently making its way to you, protecting your incoming harvest from any interference. I know the depth of the exhaustion that settled into your bones. I watched you carry responsibilities that were never meant for your shoulders, silently accepting the heavy burden because you believed it was your duty to sustain the world. You thought I wasn't looking when you swallowed your own needs to make sure everyone else was comfortable. I saw you let out that heavy sigh in the car before turning the ignition, carrying the world alone. I was there in that exact moment of quiet desperation, when you wondered if you were simply destined to work twice as hard for half the reward. I felt the immense gravity you pulled onto yourself, trying to hold every falling piece together. You did not have to prove your worth to me through endless sacrifice. Every time you pushed that massive boulder uphill, I was preparing the ground to finally break the cycle. I watched your strength, but I never asked you to break yourself to keep others whole. The pressure you felt was not a punishment for your boundaries. It was the absolute necessary cracking of the shell so your true seed could sprout. I am stepping in now because your loyalty was being used by those who could not match your frequency. I am clearing the slate. You do not owe the world your vital energy anymore. The debt you thought you had to pay has been completely dissolved by your enduring grace. I am shifting the scales, and what is rightfully yours is finally making its way to your door. The urge to fix what isn't yours ends here. The sudden panic of not being productive enough ends here. The temptation to text or call the person who drained you ends here. Taurus is never late. Taurus is not behind anyone. Taurus arrives right on time. Don't let go yet. The universe has just told you. I saw you let out that heavy sigh in the car before turning the ignition, carrying the world alone. And that is exactly why I need to remind you of one thing before sealing. What was released here today is profound, and it is entirely real. But tomorrow morning, that ancient pressure will try to convince you that you still owe the world your energy. The moment you step back into your daily routine, the old cycle will attempt to trick you into believing that your rest is selfishness and that your boundaries are a betrayal to those you love. It will try to pull you back into the familiar, quiet exhaustion of carrying everyone else's burdens just to keep the peace. Anchoring the liberation you just claimed so that it never leaves your side is the single most important step you will take from this moment forward. You must solidify this new foundation so that it cannot be shaken. This is exactly why the great secret behind the karmic debt of Taurus is waiting for you right now in the first pinned comment. You need the complete map to defend your peace when the old demands resurface. Do not let the clarity you found today dissolve when the real world tests you tomorrow. There are thousands of Taurus listening to this right now, in the exact same silence as you. If this voice found you today, subscribe to the channel, not for numbers, but because the next message in this series will look exactly for those who have already crossed this first one. In the next video of this series, I am going to reveal the specific sign that appears exactly 3 days before your karmic harvest is delivered, and why almost every Taurus completely ignores it. Do not miss it. And still in this video, Taurus, before I seal this hour with you, I come back one last time to this request. You have walked with me this far. You have crossed every word, every revelation, every sign. And if at any moment of this message you felt the universe touch you, you know this video was not an accident. The voluntary donation link remains open in the first pinned comment, right below the digital book. Not as a charge, not as an exchange, but as a giving back from the one who received to the source this message came from. Any amount your heart points to, and the universe sees every gesture the universe sees, and the universe multiplies over your home, over your days, over what you don't even know is about to arrive. This was my last request. I'll be waiting for you there. Thank you so much. And when the wait tries to return, remember that the answer has a name, the great secret of the karmic debt, and it is already within your reach. You are the ancient tree in the winter of your cycle, having dropped the dead leaves not because you were dying, but to gather all your immense strength deep in your roots for the ultimate spring. You have made space for the harvest. Now, you can let go. This message is complete. What was seen was seen. What was settled was settled. Walk light, Taurus.